You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Mo Shine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful Sunday it was. What a beautiful Sunday it was. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Oh man, yeah, man. I wasn't even planning to go live. I really wanted to take a break, a little breaky on my own channel for the weekend. You know, ain't do the live commentary yesterday. Just wanted to enjoy the fights, man. Just wanted to enjoy the fights and not talking. You know, not doing my live commentary punch for punch and things of that nature. I just want to enjoy the fight, man. Just like if I paid a ticket to an event, I just want to sit down, man, and drink a little beer, soda, a little liquor, a little popcorn and stuff like that, man, and just enjoy the fight. Shout out to everybody. God bless each and every one of y'all, my peoples. Carlo was good. Hello was good. Glenn, what's good, man? Hope y'all had a good Sunday. I had a good weekend. It was a good weekend. It was a fun weekend, man. Yesterday was fun. I had fun. You know, I mean, every weekend I'm doing, you know, breaking boxing down and things of that nature, man. I forgot, man. I gotta live a little life on the weekend too, man. On the Saturday night, you know, cause October, y'all already know how October's gonna be. What's good? It was good, Jay Cooley. Was good. You know how October's gonna be. So you know, I gotta get my just a little bit of break for this weekend because yo, every weekend is a big fight. Every weekend is a big fight. Not a big yet humongous fight, but it's a big event. Boxing is trying to get that momentum in, and it look like this October is gonna have momentum, and it's gonna go through the November real good, and probably go to December. And I think we're gonna finish strong in boxing. We're gonna finish strong. We're gonna finish strong. Before I start talking about what's on the thumbnail, what's on the title, man, that fight yesterday, man, that fight was incredible, man. Not incredible, like in the sense of you saw all the styles, but I'm talking brutal. It was just brutal, and you know, the boxing fans like brutal shit. You feel me? Excuse my language, damn it, it's a Christian channel. Oh man, it was a good fight. It was a good fight. What's good, D? Oh, you saw my Filipino cousin fought that guy in the past weekend. I was treating my soul, man. To be honest, I just saw snippet of fights. I wasn't dialed in, to be honest. I really wanted to just relax, man. Relax from this, you know, this weekend. I just wanted to enjoy. I was just flipping around the channel, having good times with the kids, and went out last night. Haven't been out for a while, you know. The pandemic, the coronavirus, and all that things of that nature, man. I went out there in Jersey, had a little good time, and then, you know, head back home, and I wanted to have some fun. Yeah, everybody that saw last night, oh man, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. Shout out to all my supporters out there. Shout out to the subscribers, man. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Always smash the like button. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. You already know it helps the visibility of the video. I don't give a damn really too much if it reach anything, man. If we have a good boxing circle and we could just chop it up. Not here for too long. Because of course, man, this month, like I said, we're gonna be breaking boxing down and fights down. What's gonna happen? You know, what's going to happen? Sergey Lipinyak, Abdul Kokorov, they have a postponed date. They're going to the October 24th date. So that's good. That's good. What's good, mister? What's good? Mo, what's good, my brother? I feel you, KKMC. Don't worry, we're gonna be talking about it so I could clarify myself in the video that I just posted. What was it, like an hour and a half ago? And we're gonna chop it up. Doesn't mean, hey, I'm one of those guys, man. For real. I don't need people to agree with me or disagree. We have a dialogue, and then we break it down. We come with a concrete understanding. Now, there's going to be people that's going to be upset of what I was saying on the video with Floyd Mayweather, and there's going to be people that understand what I'm trying to say. There's going to be people out there that just don't want me to justify it because they feel like I should be, you know, just focus on one race. But I'll tell you like this, man, I believe in one race. That's all. Now, if I want to chop it up, I want to divide and have these type of conversations, that I'm subjected to be talking about it. So there you go. But I'd rather talk about the cultural differences than race, because I believe that color is just color. We all one race, the human race. We are brothers and sisters. How you say it? We're distant relatives, brothers and sisters, man, sons and daughters of God, of the Almighty. That's what we are. That's what we are. Yeah, we're gonna be touching in racism. I mean, this is what people don't like to talk about it, but you know what? It's my channel. I like to talk about certain things that to expand our mind, man. We shall overcome certain things in our mind, and we shall overcome. Feel me? Chicano was good, man. Everybody in the building, man. God bless each and every one of y'all. So again, this ain't about self-soothing myself to have this channel. I don't need everybody to agree with me. I don't need nobody to disagree with me. But at the end of the day, we're gonna come with a concrete understanding. With a concrete, a lot of people talk about a lot of issues. We got to talk about solutions. Solutions. We run away from solutions because sometimes, whether you like it or not, people, when you're talking about this racism stuff, people want to hold on to racism, and that's what irks Punch Drunk, baby. They want to hold on to racism. Even when things are getting better, you want to hold on because maybe people just want to self-victimize themselves. You understand what I'm trying to say? Huh? Blame somebody else for shortcomings, huh? Be jealous or be envious of somebody, so they want to hold on to racism. Sometimes racism is not everywhere. Yes, there's racism in the world, but it's not in everything. And that's what I'm calling out. That's what I'm calling out, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Let's get ready, man. Let's break this thing down. Let's break down the contradiction, the hypocrisy. Let's break it all down. Let's break it all down. And shout out to people watching the NFL as well. Well, boxing is my sport. Boxing comes first. Boxing lives matter. Boxing lives matter. Punch is all love, but I respectfully disagree. We hold on racism because we experience it every single day, bro. Okay, we're gonna be breaking it down, my brother. I respect that we did respectfully disagree. You feel me? We just gonna be breaking it down, and I would like, because every experience is a different experience, and every experience, is an individual experience, but every experience is a different experience. Every place is a different type of lifestyle and culture. Feel me? The New York culture is different from the Alabama culture and Georgia culture and Nebraska culture and South Dakota culture. So of course, if we have a bunch of people from those different locations, we have a better idea when we talking about it. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: where I'm born and raised in a multicultural society. So I'm coming from a New York perspective, but that doesn't mean I'm closed-minded to other places in the country, because I've been to other places in the country and I could see that there's some differences. I see there's more segregation in other places in the country. But wouldn't you want to hear a perspective that is more in the middle than more to the racism or not racism? Something in the middle to understand racism, and people that feel like there's no racism, people that feel like there's oppression, but there's not all oppression, people that feel like, come on, let it go, but we can't let it go. Damn, forget about it, but we don't want to forget about it. Damn, forget about the past, already passed. Oh, man, So it's a lot of perspective going on, and it has to do with your community, your county, and things of that nature. But I disagree with Floyd Mayweather's recent interview, and when he brought up race in reference to saying that Lomachenko basically is getting his praise because of racism, and tried to attach Bud Crawford, saying that Bud Crawford is 100 times better than Lomachenko, and then try to say there's still racism in the sport of boxing. And we're gonna have to die. We're gonna have to break it down and maybe expose Floyd Mayweather for those type of comments, because I feel like it's very hypocritical for him, in my opinion. See, somebody say that, and I'm going to listen. But when it comes to Floyd Mayweather and the moves that he made in the sport of boxing, it just doesn't make sense coming from Floyd, but it can make sense coming from Mr. KKC. You feel me? It could come, and it can make sense coming from you, but it just doesn't make sense coming from Floyd. Mali, people complain about America, yet everyone wants to come to America and no one wants to leave America. Quite a Pandora box. Exactly. 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 And then you gonna get that, and then you gonna want people gonna be like, what the if, but you know what? I stand by my statement that I made months ago, and I'm gonna stand by my statement to the day that I die. Nobody is suffering from oppression in America in 2020. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody listening to you. Nobody else's sad story. There's too much things going on. And nobody listens to nobody's sad story. Communist country, third world country, people coming from worse situations, coming into America, taking advantage of the opportunity. And we still hear people trying to blame everybody else for shortcomings. I'm all about loving people. I love people. But you know what? Sometimes we got to give them tough love. And sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth hurts, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes the truth does hurt. So let's break it down, what I mean about what Floyd Mayweather has stated. And this is in reference to, let me see. Racism never stopped. It's just being exposed more because we all have video on our smartphone. Punch. What's good, Lisa? What's good? What's good? I just don't think so. That's what I mean. Racism never stopped. It's just being exposed. There's always going to be racism. It's always going to be racism. But the level of racism is that it's always going to be racism. It's always going to be some type of group, some type of people are going to be. But does it affect you today? No. Does oppression affect you today? That's if somebody lying to you, but you don't give a damn if this guy's lying to you. It doesn't affect you. Before, this is what I mean. Is it always going to be racism? Yeah, this is the world. There's always going to be some type of racism. Somebody, it's going to be some type of lies. It's going to be some type of killer. It's some type of murder, some type of rape. This is the world. You're not going to like flat out, kill racism. It's not going to happen. But we're living in a world right now in which racism does not affect my life, nor should it affect anybody's life. Oppression, you have opportunities. Now, before there was racism, but no opportunities. So then you feel it. Somebody's holding you back. Yes, oppression affects millions today, big time. How? How does it affect? How? It's hard to grasp it when you born from the slums. You come from homelessness. You come from shelters. And I'm speaking of myself. And reach to a level of comfortability. And look at my skin color. I don't want to hear nobody's. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. But I will have to listen. But in my opinion, no. It's no excuse. It's weak. It is weak. And if you're a man, that's weak. That's being a beta male. Nobody in 2020 is oppressing nobody in America. Nobody. Quit with the bullshit. We don't got time for that. You're letting your youth down. The youth is looking at the adults today and you're complaining, oh my God, there is oppression. They're keeping me down, son. They're keeping me down, little homie. The white man is out there to get me still. Stop with the BS. There is no oppression in America today. Not the type of oppression. Not that type of oppression back in the days. That's all in the mind. That's all in the mind. We need some more leaders out here. We need some more men out here. Real men to lead our women, to lead our family. Punch, do you know how many African Americans are denied jobs because of their skin color? I don't want to hear that excuse anymore. That's a played out excuse, my brother. No, show me. Let me know where, what company. No, I'm not wilding, bro. You're just giving me statements, my brother. I'm gonna respect you, but give me real. Yo, you talking to a guy with my look at my color. No, I don't want to hear that, bro. You think y'all living in this past. Y'all could disagree with me all y'all want. I feel y'all disagree with me. There's gonna be people who agree with me. Now put it this way: why there's people that agree with me but disagree with me? It's gonna be half of the people. Let's say if it's half and half. Let's say if it's half and half, and let's say half people like me disagree and half people like you agree. I'd rather listen to the person that, you know what, disagree. If the young people is looking at like punch drunk boxing and be like, yo, and let's say I'm successful and I'm comfortable, they're not going to be looking at you complaining. They're going to be looking at him. This is the reason why in our community, even when there's dudes that are selling drugs, but looking fly and coming out with the good cause and living good and having their place, that's why the kids are looking at these drug dealers, are looking at these pimps and whatever, because they look at the image and be like, this guy is doing good in life. He ain't complaining about shit, man. Stop, man. This doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Don't let the people lie. Don't let the people lie. Don't let the media portray like it's a lie. Nobody is holding you back. It's you. You holding you back. You. And whenever you get that straightened out, trust me, you're going to see life a whole different way. You're going to see life a whole different way. I'm begging you. Stop it, guys, man. You're holding yourself back. Stop it. Make it believe, brainwash your head, mind fuck yourself, and say nobody is holding me down, and I will make it. And I believe 100% that you will make it in anything you put in your life. Anything you put in your life. If you throw that fucking mentality, that garbage mentality into the fucking garbage and say, you know what? No white man is holding me down. There is no racism. Ain't nobody gonna hold me, baby. I'm making it out here. When you have that ability, when you have that mindset, when you have that mind control, you will make it, baby. You will make it. Stop saying there's oppression. Ain't nobody oppressing nobody. Stop with the complaints, man. The youth is looking at y'all, man. Mommy, what's happening right now? What is happening? What is happening? Why? Why we're living in the same place? No, because they're making it hard for me. Shut up. I ain't love tapping you, man. If I'm passionate about it because I want my people to wake the fuck up. Wake up. Stop complaining. There's poor people in this that come from this country, and when they hear things like that, they be like, "Eh? Wow, with this? He complaining you want to go to my country to see how fucking shitty it is, and you complaining about this? You oppressed? I came from a country that I didn't have shoes for fucking 10 years and come to America and make something out of myself. And you still here complaining? Mama huevo, what is good with your brain?" This is the way they look at us. And I'm telling you facts. And if they don't tell you in your face, it's because they don't want to tell you in your face because then they're going to be perceived as racist. So they keep their mouth shut. That's what they want to say. Talk to a Chinese man. Talk to an Asian man. Talk to a white man and have that little dialogue face to face. Speak to a Spanish guy. Speak to people from communist country. Speak to people that came from Yugoslavia and they broke their country in 1991, 1992. Muslim was killing or Christians. There's oppression in every single place in this damn world. Every race has an oppressor. Every race has its oppressed. In the end of the day, you got to keep moving forward. Got to keep moving forward. Because the man that's coming from a third world country to this country ain't trying to listen to your sad ass story. They ain't going to listen to it. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to go to your community. They're going to set up shop. They're going to open up a deli. They're going to open up a restaurant. They're going to open up a salon shop. They're going to open a nail shop. They're going to control your whole community coming from a third world country, and your ass is still going to be complaining. Sigue ahí, par de mamagüevazo. Sigue ahí. And how they do it? They come with old movies every 4 years, and they come with a slavery movie to keep y'all emotionally affected. That's like, and I said this once before, that's like if somebody took advantage of you, and God forbid, somebody, let's say, raped, right? And somebody is telling you, and when you're trying to get over this and move on in life, they show you the picture time and time again of you being raped. And when you're trying to get over it, they show you the picture again of you being raped. And 3 years pass, and then when you're trying to almost get it over and your life is giving the years, and you bring that emotion on, the emotion keeps on coming, because that's they want us. Don't you see they capitalize off our emotions? You haven't identified that? You have not identified that they capitalize off people's emotions? And time again, they throw that damn banana peel on the floor, and you know it's there, and you keep on slipping, and you keep on slipping, and you keep on slipping. Wake up! Wake up! Nobody's going to tell you. Punch is going to tell you. Mr. Moonshine going to tell you. Because if I talk the way I talk, it's either, hey, the dude is a coon, the dude is an Uncle Tom, the dude is real, though. The dude is racist. No. I'm going to tell you what they don't want to tell you behind closed doors. I'm going to tell you what Latin people may feel about you. I'm going to tell you what that white man that they don't want to say nothing because he's going to be perceived as racism if he opens up his mouth. I'm going to tell you what he's saying about you. I'm going to tell you what the African-American black, people that don't want to follow that liberal ideology or don't want to hold themselves back. I'm going to tell you what they say. I'm going to tell you what people in other countries say. This is what it is. Truth. It hurts. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. You know why it hurts? Because then you can't look in the past and you can't say I could self-victimize myself. And when you be like, you feel lost if you can't self-victimize yourself because you can't blame it on nobody else. What's good, Big Dan? What's good, D? What's good, Smoke? What's good, Oak Cliff Boxing? What's good, Lisa? Angel was good. Carlo was good. I'm not going to go down fighting for nobody. I'm going to go down uplifting you and waking you up. I'm going to go down. If I ever go down, if they be like, yo, Punch, you out of line. Nah, I'm going to go down because I'm trying to wake you up. I'm not fighting for your mindset. I'm not fighting for that. I'm not fighting for, oh, this person, he's a racist and this. I'm not fighting for that. I don't give a damn if a dude in my face is racist, man. He ain't going to keep me from nothing. He ain't going to keep me from nothing. It doesn't affect me. It does not affect me. And if it doesn't affect me, it shouldn't affect you. But y'all want to be affected. It doesn't affect. We're not living in the past where it actually does affect. It doesn't affect you. Quit the lying. It's not useful anymore. That race card in your back pocket is played out. So I'm going to continue. Now, And yeah, I'm going to open up the panel. I just want to set the tone up. You're pissed. Oh. So, Floyd Mayweather in a recent interview with Shannon Sharp was talking about Lomachenko and was talking about Bud Crawford. Rap star, what's good? Racism has destroyed people for generations. Yes, man, we could go in the past or the day. Let's talk about today. Today, mi hermano, today. Good looking out for that, my brother rap star. I appreciate it. Again, what I'm going to say, it's not for people to agree. I know there's going to be people that disagree and agree with me. I know. This is not a subject where this is a unanimous decision, but I do believe we could get into that mindset where it's unanimous to say that ain't nobody going to oppress me. Ain't nobody going to oppress me. Nobody. Not you, not the lovers, not the haters, not the racists, nothing. It does not affect me. You cannot throw a banana peel and I'm going to slip on it. I see it all. So if Floyd Mayweather was trying to say that Bud Crawford is 100 times better than Lomachenko, they were saying there was racism. Hey, it's all right. All I know is my life. I know ain't nobody gonna stop me. So I'm gonna take the positive about my life and I'm gonna share it with the people. I'm not going to take all the negative about my life and give you my sad story and tell you, no. It ain't going to happen. You're not going to do it. You're not going to get that job. You're not going to get that money. You're not going to take care of your son because the baby mama and the government has you intact. You're not going to get a job because the white man don't want to hire you. You're not going to go into school because the white man don't want you in school. You're not going to do this and not going to do that or nothing. You on drugs because the other people put drugs in your community. Oh my God, somebody got shot. Oh no, it's not his fault. It's because who the hell gave him the gun? Who the one that brought us in the community? It's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. But there's no accountability. Accountability is all swallowed up in the booty hole and it can't come out. Punch is not racism, it's being a complete idiot. Oh, I'm not saying that Floyd racist. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that he was trying to say in the midst of the conversation he was having, he put racism almost saying that is Lomachenko have his praise or his position on, let's say, pound for pound because of his skin complexion, because there's racism still going on in boxing. Yet, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Floyd Mayweather is the same guy that says he got shares on PBC. He's the same guy that says PBC is mine. He's the same guy that says that Al Heyman is his right-hand man. Cool. Where were you, Floyd Mayweather? Where were you, Floyd Mayweather, when PBC didn't acknowledge Bud Crawford? Where were you? Where were you when Mexican software engineer, yo, what's good? What's good, Says? Good looking out, my brother. I'm Mexican software engineer. Chase, I feel that almost zero Latinos. Someone please tell me how racism affect our hard work. I could read that. So, T-Dog. Yeah, that's why he ran like a bitch and blocked. Anyway, you should speak for yourself, my brother. Don't speak about don't speak about other channels here. Anyway, but Floyd Mayweather, where was he when they didn't acknowledge him on the PBC telecast? Was PBC being racist on Bud Crawford? Was PBC acknowledging was PBC racist? Was Al Heyman racist on Bud? Was they coons on oh boy. Tell me, where was Floyd Mayweather when PBC didn't acknowledge Bud Crawford? Now you're complaining about what ESPN did, lifting up Lomachenko. That's their job. Even though it's wrong, taking his old way, we know that was stupid. That was effed up. But where were y'all in the defense of Bud Crawford on the PBC telecast? So don't contradict yourself like acting like you care that, oh my God, Bud Crawford don't get his just due, because you ain't step up. You ain't say, yo, Floyd, you ain't say, yo, you know what? PBC is effed up not to be putting Bud Crawford there. That's effed up. I'm going to make sure that never happens again. But guess what? It did happen again. I don't know who the hell is this. I don't even know who 78 is. LDBC or finish. Man, I'm not going after no LDBC. I'm going, if it's anything we could critique, you know, personnel. Floyd saying that just to push PBC narrative and take shots at Bob Arum. Well, guess what? They shitting on Bud Crawford at the same time. That's what I mean. They should look at their house first, because what they was doing was shitting on another brother. So they got to clean their own house. Because if you do care, if Floyd did care about what happened in the racism in the sport of boxing, you know, LeBron James, he's the biggest star in probably in America, right? He speaks up. Regardless, people like it when he does or don't like it, or informed or misinformed, he speaks up for the black community. He's the biggest voice in basketball and probably sports, and he speaks up. Floyd Mayweather, you talk that racism, you are the most powerful man in boxing. You are the highest paid athlete that has ever graced any sports platform. You are the person that also said that will be a bigger fight and make more money to fight Mexican fighters. Or you don't got a country behind you. I won't fight you if you don't got a country behind you. That's not the way you uplift racism in boxing. That's not how you take away. How about you say, you know what? I'm only fighting African American fighters. I'm only fighting black fighters. How about that? How about you change? You could have changed something. 12 out of your last 14 fights was against, well, only two out of your last 14 fights was against a black fighter. You ain't fight Paul Williams. You ain't fight Thurman. You ain't fight Porter when he was IBF champion. You ain't fight Kell Brook. Why you ain't break bread? Because fighting you, that will be their biggest payday. And then their biggest payday, they will help out their own community with their own biggest payday. Shout out to J. Rock Williams, doing a lot of great things in Philadelphia. Shout out to No Winky as well. Exactly. Why? How does he feel? You know why he didn't fight a lot of black fighters? And this is the way that he contradicts himself. Listen up, Mr. KKC. Listen up. You know why he didn't fight a lot of black fighters? Because he feel they wasn't worth it. Floyd Mayweather didn't fight black fighters, break bread with black fighters, because you know when you giving the other dude a chance, you feeding that other dude as well. Floyd Mayweather feels like black fighters are worthless. Facts. That's why he ain't fight them. So please, Floyd Mayweather, keep your racism comments to yourself. Because you ain't do a damn thing to fix it. And again, I'm one of those that say, is no racism in boxing. The highest paid athlete, Floyd Mayweather. The youngest, Devin Haney, getting already $1 million checks. Young promoter, getting money more than even elite fighters right now. He's a black fighter. Anthony Joshua, another cash cow of the sport of boxing. He's a black fighter. The beauty of boxing is the multicultural of the sport of boxing. Everybody get a chance. Everybody get a chance. What's up, Mateo? Everybody get a chance to be champion. We got Inoue from Japan. We got Casimero from Philippines. We got Josh Kelly. Not Josh Kelly, my fault. Josh Taylor. We got Katie Taylor, Ireland. We got Pavelka in Germany. We used to have Richard Comey from Africa, my brother. We had Jason Rosario before from the Dominican Republic. We got Carlos from America. We got Earl Spence from America. We got Usyk from Ukraine. We had Cole from Russia. We had Rigita from Cuba. We had Toclatito from Nicaragua. This is the beauty of boxing. Don't come over here talking about that racist shit to me. This is the beauty about boxing. In the last 14 fights, Zab Judah was his last. He fought Berto, Shane, and that's it. That's it. And then his next fight, he's going to be fighting Logan Paul. Why is Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Leo Santa Cruz? Why you ain't put a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis versus Gary Russell Jr.? Because it makes more money when it's black fighting Mexicans. So please don't come with this racist stuff. Please. Better beef. Exactly. Some multicultural champions, a multicultural sport. That's what we love it. Don't come and ruin our damn sport with the dumb shenanigans. This is racism boxing. Ain't no racism boxing. Everybody get their just due. Everybody. Exactly, Prime. He's no one to speak about racism. And before I send the link, remember he had an interview a while ago. And this is what I'm saying, because image is everything in our community. Image. We have to we have to create an image for people to see in our community that you could make it. They don't want to hear you brag about it like in hip hop. I got this, and don't type of shit. That's more fucked up than the person that's trying to keep you away from whatever you could gain. The person that has grown and was born and raised in the element and then act like you the shit and they everybody else's shit. If I have some information for you and shout out to Smoke, because in the last live show, he was giving information about stocks and what to buy. Especially right now. That's how we look after each other. You remember when they asked Floyd Mayweather about how can you teach will you let teach somebody how they invest? This was his answer. And this is the answer that is very dysfunctional in our community. This is the message that Floyd had for you when You ask them a question and how you can advance yourself. How can you, he talks about making smart investments. It doesn't hurt me to, if I make smart investments, it doesn't hurt me to tell you what I do that's positive and how I gain access or money. You feel me? I would let you know. I got no ego. I want everybody to win. But comments like this.
See, the thing is this. I live for myself.
Right.
I live for myself. I do what I want to do when I want to and how I want to. Right. I'm not a follower. You know, when everybody else, they say, oh, everybody gonna boycott. I say, guess what? Well, this boy gonna get on a yacht and live life.
Is that type of message? Is that the type of message that you gonna tell the youth? You don't give a damn. We know what Money May is all about, and go after your money, but don't try to hook wink us and thinking that you care about what's happening in the community and race issue. You don't care. You care about your money, and we all know that. You care about yourself just like you said. We all know that part about you. So for the people that wants to come into his defense and want to disagree with me, he just told you right there, I only care about myself. I don't care about you. Now, if I'm having a success and something is working for me, if you tell me, if I knew a job and I know, yo, my man, yo, you looking for a job, you from New York, yo, go over here, bro. They hiring, man. Yo, get that job. Yo, do your resume, man. If I can help you with your resume, I can help you out with your resume. Go, man. Boom. Get to that interview, man. Get that job and take care of your family. Take care of your family. That's how we look after each other. I remember when I had my stocks and I was going and I put stocks on Disney when Disney was what, like $36. 36, I think, no, it was like $53. I forgot. And then I told my people, I said, yo, they're gonna come out with a stream. They're gonna come out with a stream. Yo, put money right now, man. Buy all the shares right now. Put like a G, man. You're gonna get money right back. And then this year, in the beginning of this year, it clocked. It clocked all the way to almost 200, 186. And I'm just giving you an example. If I know something that's working, I do my due diligence, I do my studies. I'd be like, yo, my man, this was gonna happen. Yo, you should invest in this. Because I want to help my fellow man. I want everybody to win. I don't want people around me to be yes, man. I don't need that in my life. All I need is my wife and my kids. I don't need nothing else. But I love my fellow brother, man, and the ladies out there to succeed. But this is Floyd, but this is the message. Think about this is the message. So there's the youth. They thinking about, oh, yo, what can I do to make money like Floyd? What can I do? Because he got cars and he got jewelry and stuff. Of course, he had his work ethic, work hard, dedication in boxing. We're not talking about what he did in boxing. Because Floyd Mayweather, his skillful man, he worked hard to get what he got. He earned it. No, I'm not talking about that with Floyd, but I'm talking about the message. I'm talking about the message. Because you have people that follow you like that. So when you talk about investment, I make smart investment. He says you make smart investment in every damn video. Okay, cool. But at a point, somebody's going to ask you how. How? Because if you don't tell me how, or give me an approach on where should I go, or give me an avenue, or tell me how to crack that door, or let me know what door to go to, because you're succeeding, and you're a black man in America, in which you should feel that the black people in America has been disenfranchised, right? Then you, with all these access and a very powerful man in the sport of boxing and an athlete as well that got all the ears, this is the message that you get.
I got real money.
So you don't care if
So like I told you before, I'm not rich. I'm wealthy.
You're wealthy, right?
Yeah.
What's the best investment out right now as far as money-wise?
I'm not giving nobody no game. You got to have game on your own. And you got to have your own hustle to find that out. I'm not giving nobody no game.
You don't give investment tips.
I'm not giving no investment tips. For me to give investment tips, you must tip me. And I'm talking about heavy.
I would never tell a youth person that. I would never tell the youth that message. Never in my life. That's a selfish statement. Never. And forever that people that think like that, you're selfish yourself. You might be insecure. You don't want to see a lot of people win. Yo, my fault. I wasn't even looking at the chat. My fault. Yo, Muhammad Ali and Manny Pacquiao, Warrior Kings. Yo, beyond fighting. My fault. Super. What's good, my brother? My fault. I didn't see the comment. I wasn't in the comment box like that. Muhammad Ali and Manny Pacquiao, Warrior Kings. You go beyond fighting, winning and losing. Don't matter anymore. You fight for the people. You fight for your family. You fight for yourself. You fight for your glory. You fight for the people. If you have the access to help the people. And then there's gonna be people out there. They're gonna be like, you know what? But Floyd Mayweather shouldn't say. Well, Floyd Mayweather don't have to show anything. But I'm gonna tell you like this: we living in an age of imaging. You gotta show because they don't know. You gotta show. It doesn't hurt to show because imaging. That's what they're gonna copy. So now I don't like that. Now a lot of people may disagree with me on that. You gotta show it. Show that you out there in Michigan helping. Show that you help out in Vegas. Show it. Why not? What does it hurt? Show it. Because then everybody else, and when they looking at you, that people that look up to you, they're gonna be like, even the young and the old, gonna be like, you know what? I want to be like Floyd, man. I want to help our people because look, it feels so good. Look how he rich and humble. I would love to help people like that. Damn, I want to open up a food drive. I want to open up a back to school, book bag drive or whatever. I want to do that. It helps, man. Wow. And then you see it. Feel me? Just like you shit on Africa. Hello. 6, let's be real. Jedi. Black and brown boxing, what's good? Why were you trolling my lot? What was that? Oh, Big Dan. Let's be real. Floyd wouldn't give the time of day to the people defending him. He's not a people person. He only cares about the green color. Exactly. I don't even know why there's people out here trying to defend him because he won't defend you. Then you just hear what he said. He only cares about himself. Come on. These are the message. That's the message. Say what you want to say, but don't say nothing about. I see certain people that could say something, but certain don't just say it. Don't say it, Floyd, because you know you're not about that. Remember, he had the audacity to say that if he was in the same position as Muhammad Ali, that he would have done the same thing Muhammad Ali did, with him not going to war. Really? What religion are you that you would have said, you know what, I'd rather go to jail. I'm not going to fight. What religion? Because Muhammad Ali did that basically about the Islam religion. That would have kept you, Floyd. We know you about money. You about money. You ain't fight. You copped the plea when you went last time to jail. You copped out. So we know, man, if you a believer, you going hey, I'm going all the way. I ain't do this. I ain't do that. I ain't do that. I'm gonna send the link. We could let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. This is about the look. I understand we agree, disagree, right? Let's have a dialogue. Let's have a respectable dialogue. This is not for me going after anybody. You're going after me. This is what I feel. I feel, and today in America, nobody should be holding you back. Nobody's holding you back. You could accomplish everything. You have that mindset. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. Nobody. If you have that second thought that somebody's gonna stop you, you're not going to accomplish anything. We're living in 2020 right now. We have opportunities. Before it was racism with no opportunity, and right now they can have racism. I don't give a damn about racism. I look at racism in the face and I laugh at it because racism can't stop me. So I look at it like, what was that? I look at if racism was a person. I look at it like a bum. Get out of here. It ain't gonna stop me. So who I gonna give a damn? Racism is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. No, you said racism and oppression is in America. Ain't no oppression. That's my mindset. And I said also, Mr. KKC, I said, if you have to mind fuck yourself, so you could succeed, man, oppression ain't stopping nobody, bro. No oppression is stopping nobody. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what anybody say. I'm gonna listen to y'all. The day that I stop thinking like that, Everything started coming like that in my life. Success. I know what's been holding on people back, and it's been this. It's been this. It's been blaming the whole world, no taking accountability, no taking responsibility. It's been this. This whole art. We're trapped. When you're talking about slavery, this is our slavery right here. And I'm only going to say that what I feel works for you. Now, if it don't work for you, if you don't want to comply with whatever I'm telling you, then it's on you. But I feel like, you know what? Anything that works for me, I will tell people what works for them. You know? You're not black man punch. What you know about being oppressed? You know, if you want to have a great dialogue, this could be a good dialogue. It could be a good dialogue. I don't have to say I'm black, because people just gonna look at me and they're gonna be like, yo, Punch, you black. How many people come over here and be like, yo, but Punch, you black. I am whatever you think I am. I am whatever you think I am. My color has every race. It has every color, baby. My color has black, has white, has tan, has everything. You don't know what I am. I'm God's child. You play that, so you could play all that coloring book all y'all want. Put the coloring book down, baby. Put the coloring book down. Because they ain't going to take you nowhere. It's not going to take you nowhere. You send the link. Let's chop it up about this. Punch is human. We all know. That's what I'm talking about, Carlo. Let me put that up. Hold on. Punch is human. That's what the people don't know. Yo, Carlo, that's the most simplest thing that you could say. What am I? Human. No, you're not human. What are you? I'm human. Yeah, but what are you? Human. What are you? I'm God's child. But I don't believe in God. Who's God? I'm God's child. No, but I'm Latin or Chinese. No, you're not. You're black. Okay, now I'm black. Then the black tells me, no, I'm Latin. The Latin people tell me I'm black. The Asian people tell me, you're not Chinese. Who in your family Chinese? I'm from the world. That's it. That's so simple. Think about it. If everybody says, I'm human. What are you, human? That show get more people tight than anything. What you mean you're human? No, but what are you? What are you? What are you? ¿Qué what are you? ¿Qué te importa a ti lo que yo soy? ¿Qué te importa a mí? ¿Qué te importa a ti que lo que yo soy? Why you care? Why you care? You want me to take a knife and peel my skin and I'll peel yours to see who you are? Huh? You want me to take a knife and peel all my skin complexion off and I'll peel yours, and you want to tell me then we could debate what we are? Want to? Think about it. Do you want me to take a knife, peel my skin, and whoever want to disagree that we're just not human, and I'll peel your skin, and then we're going to look at each other and we're going to be like, what are you? You're going to be like, oh, I'm black, and then you're like, huh? Come on, my brothers and sisters, come on. That's it. We're all one race, man. We're God's children. Let me send the link. Vamos, my friend. Everybody, who you welcome. Again, man, let's have a dialogue. I'm not here. It's not about disrespect, agree, disagree, and, give your points and we'll talk, man. It's all, man. Jay Goody, I will debate you on this nationality conversation. We are not on those people facts. Dímelo, mi hermano. Jedi, what's good?
¿Qué pasa? What's happening, man?
I'm doing good, my friend. What happened?
No, man, I just want to say, man, there was a song a long time ago we used to listen on the radio, right? 95.5. Remember that? WPLJ and shit, with the piragua, man? It used
I
to go
like.
like, it used
Oh,
to go like this. It used to go like this. I'm only human, a flesh and bloody man. Remember that shit?
coño, I like it. I like it. The music right there.
What's
very,
going
very
on, my
good. Very,
brother?
very nice.
What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro, man. I'm chilling, man. What you feel about, man? What you feel about? Well,
Look, everybody in life has a right to be self-preserved, right? But it's just the way he goes about it. Like, look, here's, and I understand that Floyd's gonna look out for people that he only knows. I understand all of that, right?
mhm.
But here's an example as to why Floyd turns me off as a person. He's a great father. He's probably a great friend to others in life, but
Agree.
right. But us looking, on his ways, on like when he says things like this, he went to Africa. They gave him a big reception, like he was a king, right? And then he goes over to the radio station, and basically they asked him, "Yo, how come you haven't given to charity like other fighters and stuff?" And he just goes, "What has Africa done for me? What has Africa done for my children?" I mean, come on now, man. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of, and you said it on radio, so when it went around, everybody, even back at that time when there were Pactards and Flomos, the guys were trying to combat that and fight that. And it's like, yo, bottom line, Floyd is just a self-preserved person. He's all about himself. Now, can we say he's racist? I mean, that weighs out on the scale and it's even. He can be, and he's not. So we can't say he's really racist. We can say he's prejudiced. He may be prejudiced.
I don't think that Floyd Mayweather is racist.
Right. And I'm just saying, because a lot of people say he is, and no. To be racist, you've got to go far and beyond. And Floyd has not gone far and beyond, but he has shown his dislikes in certain cultures. You know what I mean? And it's okay. Everybody's free to do that, but it's just the way you uphold yourself. I'm hearing all of this stuff about, oppression, and look, the way to escape that, if you are oppressed, right, is you apply yourself. You apply yourself and you shall escape that. You shall take whoever you love with you and you will be better. The only sellout that would be here would be you by those that don't apply themselves. So people that play victimhood and say, oh, it's the white man, or oh, we're oppressed, and oh, because of one color. Okay, so then if we take it to those standards and under the same breath, then you can't say just the black man or the black woman or the black Americans in a whole is just oppressed. No, minority. You know why? Because we all live together. Black, white. Yes, there are white people that live with us as well. Dominican, Puerto Rican. So I mean,
Yo, this is what I mean. And Mr. KKC, I'm not. It's not about like going at you, but you commenting, and I feel what you're saying. But these are the type of comments that I feel like a lot of our people have that is a problem. So he gets punched. If we both apply for the same job, I can have a degree and you will get a call and not me. Once you go with that mentality, I am going to get the job.
Right.
I am going to get the job. Because right now, look, with that mindset, that's it. You're self-victimizing yourself.
Definitely.
That's it. Why have a degree? Why go to school? Just leave it alone. That's it.
Yeah, and then especially when you go and you say that I've never experienced any of this, my man. I come from New York City, Lower East Side, like poverty on top of poverty. Maybe you don't know about what you're talking about. I'm 46 years old, bro. I've pulled myself out of there. Like, you know what I mean? Punch has done that as well. Like, you can do the same. Other people. All right. So then look, let's take it to your logic, my man, my brother, right? Mm-hmm. Check this out. What is Floyd oppressed? Is Floyd oppressed at any? He's a black man. He's got millions, close to billions. Is he oppressed? No, right? So if you're speaking on Floyd and you're defending him, then at least you can take that formula that you're trying to spew this way and say to yourself, you know what? I think I'm contradicting myself, because if I'm gonna say that Floyd, or should I say, excuse me, black people or black Americans or the black man is oppressed, well, I don't think so. Look at Floyd.
What's his chant again? What Floyd chants?
Hard work, dedication, which means apply yourself.
That's it. He's the biggest. That's his chant, right? Hard work, dedication. And he has autumn, and he became has the most lucrative money or lucrative purse in sports history.
Exactly.
Hard work,
Exactly.
dedication.
Exactly.
That's it.
Look at Denzel Washington. He's a black man. Successful, right? We could keep going. We could keep going here. Look at Tiger Woods, who represents the Asian culture and the Black American culture, right? Look at that. If you wanna take them just looking into the Black American culture, there you go. I mean, he's a Michael Jordan, right? LeBron James, right? I mean, Mike Tyson, right? I mean, these are guys that are known about around the world, and they're black men. So it's like, that myth right there, it's a myth. It's a myth. Maybe that happened in the 50s, 60s, 70s. You know what I mean? But I mean that, it's been shown that even these rappers that are out here, bro, guys that come from the hood are walking around with money bags, bro, pulling out phones like phones of brick size. I mean, that's oppression. Shit, if that's oppression, give me some.
Yeah. That's why they dumbasses be getting robbed when they go out of town and shit too, because they think they can just go to whoever's hood and
Exactly.
with a pocket full of money in a goddamn Lamborghini over here. Of course, like Young Buck, I noticed Young Buck when he was up over my way, they stuck his ass up. That little chain he used to wear with the shit that spin on it. Remember when him and 50 was? They jacked that. The boys on the south side jacked that from him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I remember that shit. Mr. KC, check it out. You said name 20 successful black men. You really want to do that? I just named 5 off top. We can go with Will Smith. We can go with we can keep going. Sidney Poitier, right? We can go into boxing, right? There are many there that can fill up that gap. If we take it to basketball, there are many there that can fill up that gap. How about the NFL? We can take it there. How about the first first black NHL player? The first black hockey player, we can take it there. I mean, bro, come on, bro. That's the mentality.
And corporate America, they got a lot. Corporate America.
Oh yeah, look at that, Russell Simmons, right? The guy that created FUBU, right? And Shark Tank.
Exactly.
Hey man, let me say this. My ancestors in Sicily, they got ran over by everybody, dog. The Sicilians got conquered by everybody, dog. We got conquered by the Germans, by the Africans, by everybody, bro. By everybody, dog. That's hold on 1 second, Jedi. That's the history of the world right there, bro. That's all it is. Everybody's took an ass whooping from another culture at one point or another.
That's history. Somebody, every race have been oppressed and has its oppressor. Every race.
Exactly. And just to feed off of what Johnny said, right? Look, check this out. You've got marvelous Marvin Hagler, who had all types of oppression back in the days. That man knew oppression. You know where he lives now? In Italy. In Italy, chilling, right? I mean, come on, man. If you apply yourself where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I mean, Marvin, and I'm allowed to say this because I'm a Sicilian, but Marvin grew up with the Wops. He's married to a Wop, bro. Like, he's one of us as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me say what's up to the rap star. What's good? MMA champ.
Yeah, what's happening, Punch? I'm just getting a drink. I'm just getting a drink, you know?
Okay.
You know? What's happening, all the boys? Everybody good?
Yeah, what's going on, brother?
Respect. I'll be back in a sec.
All right. MMA champ, you gonna talk or you gonna troll? What is it?
Yo Punch, why did Kovalev get 3 years probation and Mayweather got locked up? Speak about Larry Merchant.
Bro, isn't that the same dude that talked to Nev Campbell on Scream right there? That's
like a robot. Love that. I mean, look. I'm gonna say it right here, brother. Man, we there's times to troll, but I think in this subject, man, I just want serious dialogue, man. I just want serious dialogue. That's what I'm gonna say right now. Whoever jump on the panel, you could troll another day. This is not the one I want to troll. I want this to be a good dialogue. So.
Well, and let me say, because we're talking about the Punch, because I just jumped in. Correct me if we're talking about what Floyd said regarding Loma and Crawford and that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just here. Floyd Floyd's an ignorant prick. He always say, I don't mean to curse, but that's what he is. He's a selfish dude, bro. He's, you know, and I even myself and self-admitted, I've said some shit that was borderline, but you know, I know what gets how to push people's buttons.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Floyd, he's like, regardless whether you think a Crawford's better than Loma or Loma's better than Crawford, dog, none of that race bullshit has anything to do with that, dog. I think Loma's the more skillful of the two, personally. That ain't because he's a white boy. That's just because I see what I see, man. That ain't, you know.
And you know, just like you have your opinion, it's cool. Floyd has his opinion as well. But when when he makes his opinion and makes it that only Lomachenko's success comes from racism,
right?
Then that's the wrong.
Because you're taking the man's work ethic away. You're taking away his accomplishments. You're taking away everything that he's shown every fan. So basically, what you're saying is he's not the real deal. That's wrong. Yeah. That's so disrespectful. Now, the thing that Floyd did as well is when he found out that these young guys, this was about 3 years ago. You can go check it out if you want. Right? Type in Floyd complaints to Al Heyman about young guys at PBC getting over $2 million a fight. He, you know, the first thing he said was, "Oh no, I got to talk to Al about that. They can't be making as much money as me." You know what I'm saying? Another self-centered act. When they was asking, I think it was what was it, a year and a half ago, when everybody wanted Tank Davis to fight Loma, he was like, you know, he put the spotlight on himself when he was supposed to be promoting Tank.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it was a time when he was going to fight McGregor, you know, when he kept saying, "Oh, no, we're not going to fight at all. No, no, no." And then instead of saying, "Let's keep the spotlight on Shorty," he just started answering questions about that and forgot that he was supposed to sell the fight with Tank Davis. And I forgot who it was, 2 fights behind. You know what I mean? I mean, that's some self-preserve shit. And people got to understand, Floyd is going to be Floyd, right? There is a big difference between Floyd when he was, even though he ducked Spadafora, but he had a totally different fucking attitude when he was a pretty boy. You know why? Because of his competitiveness. Yeah. Then he fought, you know, he was fighting the real guys, even though he was on the up and up, right? But and then after that is when he started, you know, just basically after the Big Show thing, started rigging the game. I felt like he rigged the game. Now, when I say rigged the game, I mean the stipulation in contracts with gloves, the stipulation with draining your opponent and having them come and fucking drain them with blood and all that stuff with so many vials, so many testings within the month. You know what I'm saying? Coming up with a fight and shit. Like, you know, there are a lot of things that Floyd has done that's questionable. Also, just like Canelo, there are questionable losses on his record, right? They try to say that he never touched the canvas before Zab Judah. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
People, but it's just not brought into the light because people don't speak about it. So when we bring that shit out of the crates, people aren't familiar about it.
His dumb ass is just mad because Loma and Teofimo got the attention right now and he doesn't. That's all what it is. He's a man child, bro.
I think he's more mad that probably I think he got mad when probably Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. was gonna fight. Be like, damn, these dudes, they making me probably look soft that they could do an exhibition, but at least they doing it amongst fighters.
Right.
And, you know, and right. I'm doing it. But that's what I was saying earlier. I said it on the video that I dropped earlier. Like, you talking about racism and stuff like that. If I was on that type of time that I feel like they trying to you know, take advantage of black fighters or blackball them to making money, you know what I would do? I will only fight black fighter because I'm the most powerful fighter in the whole combat sport. I would just fight the black fighters and uplift them. Exactly. And working off a lot fucking Floyd's logic, fellas, right? Working off this fucking guy's logic, then you could say, then back then in the late 70s and all the way through the 80s up to the 90s, right? All the black fighters that won titles, what are we gonna call that? Race privilege as well? No, that's impossible. So now when a white person is all on top right now because of all of these stuff, because the white man's bad. So Lomachenko, all of the sudden, see, this is what Floyd is trying to do. This is why I don't like his politics. I hate his politics in the sport. What he's trying to do is bring this PC culture shit to boxing. It don't belong. You know why? Because if you look at every strap, especially the WBC, which was because he was Mr. Green Belt himself, when you look at the front of that title, all you see are different unified flags from every country, every nation, bro. Now, how you gonna come and pull this shit?
Yeah. It's really ridiculous.
Yeah, man. What you feel, Rap Star, about this? What are we talking about?
Well, anyway, what I want to say is, right, when it comes to racism, yeah, it's a way deep conversation. But when you're talking about Floyd Mayweather, if you ever talk about boxing, I'm always going to ride for Floyd. But when you talk about if it comes to racism or a person or a personality, Floyd doesn't even ride for his own people, bro. So he ain't going to ride for no race. Floyd even hates his own people. I'm sorry if they're going to hate on me right now. But if you see Floyd, yeah, he doesn't even bring his own people up. He even hates rap stars. He puts them down. He always thinks, listen, bro, he thinks he's superior, yeah? But if you think about all the money he's made, he hasn't found love and peace.
That's how I see it.
Bro, he don't have a broad mind, but you know what it is with him? That's how he's always been. He's always been for himself. He says it as it is.
Like I said it right here.
Like I said it right the thing is this. I live for myself.
Right.
I live for myself. I do what I want to do when I want to and how I want to. I'm not a follower. You know, when everybody else, they say, everybody gonna boycott. I say, guess what? Well, this boy gonna get on a yacht and live life.
That's Floyd. That's Floyd. That is Floyd Mayweather.
You know what it is, yeah? He puts his own people down, in fact, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And whenever they're trying to stand up for something, he goes totally against them. Right? And really is just showing you that he's his own person and he don't follow nothing and he don't give a fuck. So that's not a person to look up to. You know, you ain't made it in this world to become bitter against everybody else.
Exactly.
Exactly, love hate. But bro, the thing that one of the things that pisses me off about Floyd is the lack of respect he has for his forefathers in this boxing game, dog. Because he has no respect for Sugar Ray Robinson, no respect. And I'm talking about the black fighters now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hang on, Rapson. He ain't got no respect for Sugar Ray Robinson, no respect for Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, Archie Moore, any of these like ATG dudes that you can't take out of the top 10 all time. Like, bro, dude, how dare you even put yourself above them? Like, if you want to say, "Oh, I'm up there with them guys," that's just distasteful to me. And and on top of that, and I'm not talking about him in the ring. But like out of the ring, bro, I'm not attacking a man's kids or nothing, but like, bro, you got your daughter who's a little 4'2" gremlin shanking pregnant bitches, shanking pregnant broads, and you're worried about what some dude on BoxRec has you ranked all the time? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Pussy.
That's hard.
Bro. That's why L Dog. That's why all these dudes are turning on you, dog. L Dog's been punky or punk.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
I didn't even hear.
Yeah, he was just talking some dumb shit.
Look, we don't take what Floyd is as a fighter. We know he's a genius fighter. We respect his fight game, yeah. But if he wants to talk about racism, he's the last motherfucking person to talk.
Exactly. That's the base of the stream, right? So look, Mr. KKC, he said, "What about the thousands of people he put food on their table?" Guess what? We don't see it. I don't know. And now I'm gonna say this. After I'm piggyback with what I just said right here. I understand that there's athletes, there's people that says, you know what, I don't want to show what I do. I don't need to show what I do, blah blah. Yeah, but if you could show all the bullshit. If you could show all the nonsensical shit, then if you're gonna show it in public, you're gonna be critiqued like that in public too. If you could show the strippers all day, if you could show the bling bling, the cars and the watches and the money over and over, why don't you show the good? Why don't you show that part about you, Floyd?
But you know what, Punch? Funny thing is, he has the power to turn everything around and do good things in this world. He does have that power.
He does, and that's why I say he's the most powerful man in combat sports.
But he uses it negatively. He uses it in negative vibes.
Rapstar, here's the thing, bro. He has the power to do that stuff, right? He could have made 10 soup kitchens in Detroit or Flint, Michigan, or any of that over there. He could have done all that, bro. He chose not to. He chose to self-indulge. He chose to self-indulge, bro, and spend shit on himself instead of people he could have been helping out.
So
He
let me ask
didn't do
you
nothing.
Let me ask you this. So there's racism in boxing, right? There's always been racism in boxing, right?
Who's this, John?
Yes, it's John. Yes, it's him.
What's up, John?
It has always been racism in boxing. And give me an example.
Okay, racism is rooted in the sport, right? Can we all agree on that?
Give me an example.
Racism. I mean, guys like Hurricane Harbor. He had to win. Ruben Carter. He had to win fights by knockout or he'll be robbed. Or when guys like, and I'm not defending Floyd Mayweather Jr. I think he's a prick sometimes. I respect him as a fighter, but I'm not going to say based on what he does, he can't speak on racism. So guys like Jack Johnson, every time they win a fight, people get killed off of that, right? That's there. That's in the history books.
But that was 150 years ago, bro.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing.
When Don King came in, there was no more racism.
Where did it go?
Do you know? Do you know back then it was mostly also Italians and Jewish also that it was robbed and all that. You know, it's not. It didn't racism in boxing. Let's say if it's racism, it's racism everywhere.
Yeah, it's true. But I think racism is in a different form now.
It's the promotions. It's not racism. It's the promotions, brother. Don King came in boxing in the 60s, and he was always riding for his black fighters from the 60s. Yeah? So it's not racism. It's promotion problems and politics and promotion.
So here's the thing. This is what I think. Okay? This is all about Lomachenko, right?
Okay.
See, Floyd Mayweather. See, Lomachenko is on the pound for pound number 1 or 2, whatever the case may be. But I'm looking at it from a boxing standpoint. Terrence Crawford is a 3-division world champion, right? He was undisputed, right? So let's take Usyk for an example. What got Usyk on the pound for pound list? Being undisputed, right? Clean out the division. Well, Crawford's a 3-division world champion. He's undefeated and he was undisputed. But Lomachenko has yet to accomplish that yet. He has the style to do it. He has a style to do it, but he took a loss. So why place him above a guy who has accomplished all 3?
Because
Can I answer this? Can I answer this?
Real quick, Brian, that's because Loma's fought people and Crawford's fought dog shit, and he's also a 3-way world champion. The only difference being is that Crawford unified one of the weakest divisions I've ever seen, and Loma didn't. That's the only thing you have over Loma, bro.
I've just got one thing to say to that. Name me any fighter who's at the first 15 fights like Lomachenko on his resume. Name me that. Name me one fighter.
I knew
what?
Who's had the first 15 fights on their resume like Loma?
I knew. Yeah. I was gonna say I knew it, but
and the first 14 and his first 14
fights to start to fight for one world title.
Yeah, and his first 14 fights, he has fought 13 previous or current world champions. The first fighter in boxing history to do that.
Thank you.
So here's the thing, Mr. Moonshine.
Name me another. Just name me another.
Listen, Mr. Moonshine, I appreciate this type of topic because it needs to be talked about a lot more. But here's the thing. Look, we can't sit there and just dismiss it because of of how we feel about certain people. Because that's what I think this is really all about. People don't want to acknowledge it. People don't want to acknowledge because, like I said, I think Floyd's a prick. But if he's talking about it, that doesn't mean we can't judge him based off his character. We can't say, well, you're talking about it. What do you care? We can't sit there and say, he don't care because of what he does. I think it's something that should be brought up. Because
go ahead, my fault.
I think it's something that's because I look at racism in boxing. I'm thinking to myself, where did it go? People say it don't exist, but where did it go? It comes in a different form. It doesn't just happen to black athletes. It's what happens to Cubans, happens to Puerto Ricans, it happens to sometimes European fighters. Some of these European fighters don't get recognized. I think it's boxing
So that's the part where I agree with Rap Star. It's promotion.
Exactly.
It's not really that it's racist. It's promotion.
Exactly.
Now say for example PBC fighters, right? Once they sign with Al Heyman, they taking the middleman out. They've taken the promotional company out. They're their own promoters. Right. Nobody's gonna be promoting them unless they put their money into their own, name and brand. Right. So then you're not gonna hear too much of Deontay Wilder. You understand what I'm trying to say? Let's say if he was still stuck with Golden Boy Promotions, right? Just let's say he got his world title 2015 with Golden Boy Promotions, and think about this. with that promotional machine with Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, he was still going to be moving up. It's the reason why Anthony Joshua is where he's at, because also there's the promotional machine that's working 24/7, branding his name. See, with the PBC fighters, they have neglected to, they rather keep all that money to themselves, cut the middleman out, but ain't nobody promoting you.
Yeah.
So that has to do with promotion,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you another example. Look at Shakur Stevenson on ESPN. What they call him, the next Floyd Mayweather. Right. That's the promotion. He's top ranked. That's the promotion.
I was gonna make a point too. I just got done watching Floyd's little documentary that someone posted on YouTube. I didn't know all about this, but I kind of knew a little bit about it. Bob Arum, I guess. So what you're seeing going on with Terrence Crawford and Lomachenko, that happened with Floyd and Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd kept Bob Arum kept Floyd Mayweather in his back pocket, and he put all his eggs in Oscar's basket.
That's what Floyd Mayweather says. I don't think. I mean,
we just seen a documentary on YouTube. It's up, and Bob Arum even admitted, he said Floyd is thinking too highly of himself. He's wanting too much money, because I think Bob offered him like $12 million for like 7 years. And Floyd was like, "Nah, I'm way much valuable than that." So this is why this whole beef shit didn't happen. So with Crawford and Lomachenko, I mean, I'm not going to say Crawford's worth more. I'm not going to say Loma's worth more. I think Bob isn't really promoting Terrence Crawford the same way he's promoting.
Think about this. Look, think about this. What is Lomachenko's guaranteed contract for his next fight?
It's like $3 million.
$3 million. Yeah. What is Bud Crawford's guaranteed contract for his next fight?
$3 million.
$4.4 million.
Well,
that's his guarantee. No matter who for his next fight, it don't matter who he fights next. That's Bud Crawford's guaranteed contract for the next fight.
And let me say this real quick, John, because me and you know me for quite some time now. Even when we didn't get along, you knew I rocked with Crawford. You knew I was always.
Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, we talked.
Okay, so I don't want you to think I'm trying to shit on Crawford, because I'm not. It's just my opinion. The only problem I have is that Floyd threw all that race bullshit into it. That's got nothing to do with that, dog. I mean, whoever you think's the better fighter is the better fighter.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up.
I just felt like the interview. If you look at the whole interview, for me, it was like Mayweather. Yeah, he's spitting. He's looking out for himself. I understand. Right. He knows he got a lot of haters. He knows that. But he's going at the expense of devaluing other greatness. He's devaluing Sugar Ray Robinson, devaluing Muhammad Ali. Then when it came to the subject of Lomachenko and Crawford, it's because of racism. It's like he's devaluing. And then when he has his top five, he goes Aaron Pryor. Yo, you want to devalue because Aaron Pryor doesn't even hold a candle to your greatness. It's easy to just put him in your five, but then it's Sugar Ray Robinson and Muhammad Ali.
Right, but see, this is where this is why I'm here. I like I said, I know Floyd. He sometimes gets under my skin too, but I still look at him as a boxer. See, I think with all of us, we have selective outrage. See, right now, what Floyd said, I mean, everyone seemed triggered. But when what's his name, the old geezer, when he said the last black hope, it offended the black community, and we were attacked because of our opinions.
Yeah.
Okay, so in ways you can say that's a form of, I'm not gonna say it's racism. I think it's just BS coming from an old man, because he's from the 60s. He's from back in them good old boys.
He's from the 40s. John.
Yeah,
I think we all know from all parts of the world. Different.
Yeah, he's from.
We know that guy got a lot of loose screws. We all know that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Larry. He's just an old kook. He
had to go a long time ago. I think they just kept him for ratings.
Yeah. That guy. That's the guys that if I was 50 years younger, I'd kick your ass. But
yeah.
Bro, like I didn't get to notice like the notification, but this is something that we should all be talking about, because this will help the community, the boxing community itself.
I think boxing to be, it is a beautiful community when everybody sees the beauty of it, see the beauty of our culture. You know what I'm saying? It is a beautiful, but then when we don't need to devalue this only because Mexican fighters, it's because he's Mexican or something like that. Like, yeah, we understand. I think it's more of an American culture issue than a black and white issue. I think we do agree. I agree that. I don't know if people agree with me, but I think that American has a culture and we don't support our own, just like the UK fighters support their fighters, just like Filipino, the Philippine people support Manny Pacquiao, or we just don't support our own like that. I don't think it's a black and white thing, because ain't nobody was out there Madison Square Garden. I'm from New York City. Ain't nobody out there was going for Andy Ruiz. You ain't see the fan base or nothing like that. He's an American and he's Mexican background. They got on him when he won. All of a sudden, oh my God! Then all the Mexican people came after him. Yay!
Can I say something? What would Don King do with a fighter and Deontay Wilder with 40-0, 39 knockouts?
The biggest athlete in the world. I think so.
He would sell the shit out of Deontay Wilder.
Hell yeah!
Could you imagine if Deontay Wilder was that man's promoter? He would make everybody believe that this guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread. He would be the next Mike Tyson.
Well, and it's not only, look, I even got on Mike Tyson a while ago when he probably didn't even acknowledge Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Because that also hurts too. When your fighters, the people that that we look up to don't even look at these young fighters and give him that type of praise. You feel me? Look at Anthony Joshua. What Anthony Joshua said. He said, "Yo, I will go sparring for you to help you beat Deontay Wilder to bring that belt back to UK." See, don't think like that.
Don King could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
No doubt. But let's walk it back. Let's walk it back into this racism in boxing, because it's more political. Look. The times of racism in boxing, no doubt, Jack Johnson. But now we got to look at the onion farmer, aka, Carmen Bastillo, as to when he fought the mob, because the mob was taking 99% of the fucking fighters' purse, right? And the mob head figure was Mr. X, right? Y'all can go look that up. And I'm telling you right now, it's like it's always been the politics. It's exactly what Punch is saying, exactly what our rap star is saying, exactly what Brian's saying, that it comes to the point of selling your fighter. And then when your fighter makes money, it depends on how you are as a fucking, you're either a bastard or you're a good fucking promoter, as to like a Don King or something, how you're going to fucking, take money from your fighter, right? Mm-hmm. This is always misconstrued with fucking racism, because if we're going to take racism in spurts, exactly what Bernard Hopkins did to Trinidad, burning his flag. I mean, it goes on and on. It's the self fights. Look, the Jerry Cooney versus Larry Holmes. Remember that shit, right? And that shit was based off of straight racism, kid. And a lot of people, that shit brought turmoil. You know what I mean? And instead of looking at it as being, as taking it as a nationalistic type momentum, everybody took this as a straight, racist. So now when you got somebody in the forefront like Floyd saying that Lomachenko got to where he is, but regardless of what we saw him go through, he's there because of the color of his skin. That's kind of that's race beating 101 there. I mean, on top of that, we've also got to agree, Floyd is very egotistical. There's a clip out there where he's sitting in a barbershop and a Haitian woman did not recognize who he was. Yeah. And this man got so mad right in his chair, bro. And he was like, "Oh, how you don't know?" Yeah, he's just a narcissistic, self-preserved, self-centered person. He might have helped others, no doubt. Floyd probably does have some type of, warmth in his heart, but it ain't for anybody else out there. It's only for people that he knows.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think you know what it is. People always forget the dude went professional as a teen. He's been more rich and wealthy longer than being poor.
Yeah.
So he's have more yes man around him than anything.
Yep.
So right now, I think he's so consumed with the yes man. That's why, even if you see him when he's still showing the bling bling, I think he's also behind culture.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody thinking about a watch. Like, I look at my phone for like, that's so 2003, 2005.
Yeah. Nobody thinking about that nobody's thinking about, I mean, look, those are probably his investments, because them shits cost money. Like, you know what I mean? And that's smart. But going, that's saying if you got it, get it. No, if you got it, save it, because there's always rainy days and sometimes it storms out this motherfucker.
Now, it's like, yo, it's like I said, my fault. I want to say it's just like I said once before. He's a promoter, right? Mayweather Promotions. His biggest fighter right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, let's say on Instagram he got a platform 23.8 million, right?
Right.
Go to his Instagram and show me all of his fighters that he posts.
Yeah.
And then you tell me this is why maybe they may be struggling with pay. He's a promoter, but yet he'd rather promote everything else instead of his fighters. Where's Battle Jack? Mike Tyson is doing more promotion for Battle Jack than Mayweather doing right now.
Yeah, can I back that up with something?
Yeah.
Shouldn't everybody be mad? Because I guarantee you, over the next 3 years, the biggest promoted fight over the next 3 years will be this Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. How sad does that make boxing? I guarantee you, he will have a promotional team behind it. Logan Paul will have his promotional team behind it, and I guarantee you, it'll be the most promoted fight over the next 3 years in boxing.
Why he don't fight why he don't fight KSI? He's black.
Yeah,
he can help him out.
Yeah, well, that's also a risk thing, because if Logan, because they can say, well, it's the white man versus the African.
Exactly, that's American.
What I'm. That's all it is.
That's all it is. That's what I'm. He's part. If he's thinking about racism, he's part of the problem. Then
and he's probably promoting this fight with that shit, because notice he's gonna take on a white guy. Exactly what Brian said. He's about to take on a white man. Take a white man on. You know what I'm saying? With the times and the PC culture and what's going on now. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's like a WWE. Look, I feel only because we know that it's scripted. The WWE used to play a lot of sexism, right? Racism, right? We didn't care because we knew the next day or the following week that shit was scripted. It's not real, right? I mean, but in boxing, bringing this shit here where people hit each other for real, where motherfuckers can really, like, on the way, let's just say in the press conference, motherfuckers really get attention, or somebody that's trying to prove themselves as a fan, bring a gun or some shit and start shooting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's dangerous these times, man. And, that's why, labeling, racism and people throwing, indirects without even, like, in certain conversations, especially in boxing, coming from Floyd Mayweather. You're a legend, right? You're a leader of the forefront. You should be trying to calm this shit down instead of throwing fucking coal to gasoline.
If we come from unfortunate backgrounds, I'm not sure everybody, but I believe so. If anybody agree, I come from unfortunate backgrounds and stuff, struggling. All right. So if somebody comes to your neighborhood, and they're telling you, hey, yo, I got this, I got that, I got this, time and time, I got this, you don't, I got this, you don't. What happens to that guy in the hood?
Oh, he gets robbed.
He gets his ass whooped.
He gets robbed. He gets robbed for that, for showing off and all that.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I was going to say something.
And that's how I see that situation. When on that video clip that I just posted, that y'all gotta go get that shit yourself. Like, nah, there's a lot of people looking up to you. It doesn't, if you're a billionaire, it doesn't hurt for you to be like, you know what, this stock right here, if you invest in this stock, that will be good. Also, if you do this and do that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And he says that he has investments and stuff. No doubt.
Every video, but every interview. I mean, smart investment. All right, if you make smart investment, it's gonna be a time when I'm gonna be like, yo, what investment have you done? I don't know. You gotta. So why are you telling me all these smart investments for?
Exactly. And then he's contradicting himself, because look, if you're speaking on racism, then why aren't you doing a little bit more of an open entrepreneurship, right?
A seminar
and help your people.
Exactly.
Pull out of that racist pit that you say that they're in. Then, right? Yeah. This is what I mean. Like, Floyd opens his mouth. He's very debunkable. He's predictable. He's not educated at all. We see this, and I am happy that as a black man in America, he has found a way to become rich and beat the most brutal, most dishonest sport, but yet the most beautiful sport ever made on this earth. And I'm happy that he's done that. But now with him doing this and pulling that, you erase all of that, my man, because you're polluting the sport now. It's bad enough that we got to see you talk shit about guys like Manny Pacquiao, who is almost your age, 2 years off your age, out here still with a legacy, still fighting these young cats. Meanwhile, you're out there doing a Vegas circus sideshow act over here, and you got fucking boxing fans that follow you saying, but why didn't you come this way? Oh, but he deserved it because he fought so long. Manny Pacquiao deserves a Conor McGregor fight, but you know why? Because he has a title, and we're not allowing that.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good, Major Key? What's good, Glenn?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How y'all doing, man?
What's good, homie?
Man, what's your take? What's your take?
Ah, man, I'm listening here, man, and what's difficult is that the simple answer to this, right, is like difficult to accomplish because it's one of those things. It's like a troll on the internet, right? Like you already know what he's trying to do. You already know he's trying to accomplish getting attention to make another dollar. You know what I mean? And regardless if we mention it or if we don't mention it, somebody else is gonna mention it. And then it's like you left behind if you don't mention it because everybody else is mentioning it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like, you know, that's the catch-22 on that one. So it's difficult to hear, man. It's like I'm listening to everybody's perspective, and you know, it seems like everybody understands that, you know, he doesn't portray himself, you know, in accordance to what a leader looks like, you know, but yet he still has what a lot of young kids want.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22, like I said, you know. So it's a difficult, you know, for me to describe it or to really answer. So I'm listening to you guys. Everybody sounds intelligent. Everybody's giving a different perspective, but for me, that's the way I summarize it in my mind.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this real quick, bro. You know, I guarantee you, if some of these old timers was around nowadays, Archie Moore and Sonny Liston, some of the old school black fighters, and Ali, and you know, if I not Ali when he was old and had all, you know, and Smoking Joe and all these guys, if they was around today and saw what was going on in the country right now, they'd be I guarantee you, they'd be telling everybody, let's just give each other a hug and try to love everybody. I guarantee you that's what they'd be saying. Sonny Liston and Archie Moore and Ali and Robinson. That would be the message they would be trying to push if they were around here. Let's just get along and give everybody a kiss and a hug.
Yeah. These times are disgusting, and I'm glad that they're not here. They're in a better place to see, you know, that they're not seeing these disgusting times. You know what I mean? Because it's like you've got everybody calling each other racists except white people. You notice that?
Here,
it's hilarious. Yeah.
Here, can I put something into that? Right. White people don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. This is my point of view, right? We in general, right? I generally don't give a shit about race, right?
Yeah.
I know you. If you're a good guy, I'll be your friend. If you know, whatever. This is how I personally see it, right? Black cop kills a white guy in the street. I don't give a shit. Most white people in general don't give a shit about what happens to their own community, never mind somebody else's community. This is why I think, you know, we're not out here calling racism, because in general, we're more worried about our own freaking lives than somebody else's, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Or they follow the trend. They follow the media. They follow when it's like they tell them when to care or when not to care.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, right? Okay, I do right, if something bad happens, I'll, you know, but as soon as it's over, I'll get on with my life, you know, and something else happens. Okay, I may think about it for a while. I'll get on with my life. If something else happens, we in general, we're more worried about our own freaking lives than what's happening in other communities.
You know what it is? The thing is, let's say when it comes to blacks and Latinos, is that I understand people. Let's say I speak for myself. People don't want me to justify the shit that goes in the hood. They just want me to say like, oh, they fucked up. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. But they don't want to say the fucked up shit that we do on a daily basis.
Punch, you know what you call that? That's that bullshit. I was talking about it the other day. My bad. Just to add on to what you're saying real quick. It's called the stay on code. Stay on code.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
It's that bullshit, bro.
That's what it is. Like, no, I'll be in the block and I'll go back and I'm like, no wonder these cops be fucking with us.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm seeing dudes like that. The cops will be like, oh man, so, they call, can y'all move? Boom, they move and the cop leave. Again, everybody out there smoking, drinking, playing, blasting the car stereo. Boom, I'm seeing everybody. Now they're in New York. They got all these scooters now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take the scooter, they pop Willie, they going through. Yo, I've seen like 3 people already get hit just because they don't give a damn. Boom. Yo, and I'm seeing there's a cop car in the corner, bro. A cop car in the corner with all this going on. Yo, and this was let's say a couple months ago, and I'm like, yo, this cop ain't even doing nothing, man. And the cop going like, I don't give a damn, man. He's like, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Because and you could see like, yo, they ain't even respecting the dude.
Right.
They got the same thing in Milwaukee too, man. Them kids are just riding on the scooters. I'm glad I don't live not downtown no more anyway, because I know I would have hit one of them. Because I was riding all up and down that shit after I moved up there.
So let me get this straight. So the whole point of this live is to pretty much say racism don't exist in boxing. That's the point of this live, right?
No, I don't think it
okay.
It's not about existing, because it exists everywhere, but to the point where it's keeping somebody from being a champion, keeping from somebody making money, things like that. I don't think it has that type of effect.
Oh, because I was going to say, well, if racism don't exist, then why does boxers like this benefit from it? Why do fights bring that type of attention? You got the I'm not saying this is racism, but
I don't think it's racism.
Why did the Olympics get that attention?
I don't think it's racism. I think is let's say Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. He's not fighting he's not fighting Canelo Alvarez because there's racism and no, they identify there's a strategy. They identify that the Mexican culture is going to come out, throw their money in on Canelo, and he could capitalize on gaining because he knows there's a support culture. Ricky Hatton, and he knows that the UK people's gonna fly over, spend all that money, shut down the bar scenes and the lounges. It's a money thing. It's a strategy thing. I don't think it's a racist thing. It's a race thing, but it's not a racist thing.
Mm-hmm. It's racist if you want it to be racist. As simple as that.
I'll say something just very quickly, and then I'm going to leave. Now there is more Eastern European fighters in the professional boxing game, and they're making their way to America. Mm-hmm. So maybe now an Eastern European fighter, maybe he wasn't getting an opportunity 10 years ago. Now he is getting the opportunity that would have been maybe for an African American fighter would have gotten 10 years ago. And I don't think that's nothing to do with race. I think that's just that now that Eastern European boxing is getting more popular and they're getting more notoriety just now in boxing. And that's nothing to do with race. That's just opportunity that's been taken and given.
And Brian,
I don't think it's got nothing to do with race.
Promotion.
Oh, Brian, and I remember we talked about this on Mark's channel or somebody's channel before, or maybe my own. Every dog has its day, okay? When the people start, at least over here, in the States, when people start coming off the boat, first it was the English and Irish fighters, then it was the Jews and the Italians, then after that it was the black guys, then it was the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans. Like every dog has its day, man. There's always going to be that next wave coming in.
A niche.
Let's say like the Paulie Malignaggi when he said that the Eastern European is taking over boxing, right? Oh, it's a race issue, but I say that shit all the time in baseball. The Caribbeans, the Dominicans, and the Cubans, and the Puerto Ricans has taken over the Major League Baseball. Is that a race? Is that racist if I say that? That's facts. It's just facts.
You can look at football and basketball the same way. Every wide receiver, every defense is dominated by black. Corner, safeties, linebackers, D linemen, wide receivers, running backs. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that's not racist.
And football gets a pretty good mix of everything too. I've seen
not really,
and there's a lot of it doesn't matter, bro.
That's the point. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But it's not
matter.
racist.
It's not racist.
Dude, same thing with NBA. No one cares that there's no white people or Mexicans or Asians.
How many?
No
Asians?
one cares.
Race? Yeah, if the Asian, let's say, put it this way, the Asians actually spoke up. Let's say the Chinese people actually really spoke up in America, and they do the same thing.
Or even them,
where are they in cinema,
bro?
Where's their Oscar?
This is not the first time that, and I'm glad you brought up the NBA and Asian. Remember when he fucking talked that shit about Yao Ming? Because Yao Ming, it's racism. There aren't any famous black men in the NBA. You know how stupid he looked when he said that? Do you guys remember that?
He said that about Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin was being compared to Michael Jordan in 6 games. And I think Skip Bayless spoke on this before because he said seeing an Asian man is a breath of fresh air.
Right.
That's what he said. So in ways, he had a point because you got guys that were balling their behinds off. You had at that time, what's my man name that got injured? The guy from the Bulls.
Derrick Rose.
Who?
Derrick Rose.
His ass off. Yeah, and he got injured. So in ways, I don't defend Floyd for shit. I defend his career, but he's an asshole. But in ways, he was kind of like, how can you compare this guy that only got 6 games to the all-time greats when you got guys that are balling their asses off? That's
right.
I don't think
all analytics, the statistic that they pull out just to come up with a story.
No, I'm just saying. If that's how we're speaking, then he had no right criticizing Ali losing to a Spinks. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't really, it's once you bring it to that department where you start saying, okay, you know what? He's Chinese. He's black. Instead of just putting it into the department of players where he could have said, well, I don't understand how Jeremy Lin, a new player, is being added on or compared to this other player. But no, what he said was this Asian American is being compared to this African. I mean, he's got a track record of doing that. And this is what really, really, really fucking swells my nuts about Floyd, that he likes to do that. He likes to throw, just for his selling point and to make himself the bad guy. I'm telling you, he's coming back for this fight. This is why he's doing this. And every time he does this, he always says this shit.
Wait, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Jay Cotto, off the record, since I got you on here, my wife is Mexican. All right.
Dude, this is not the place for it. This is not the place for it. No. I knew you was gonna do this punch. This is some personal shit. We don't need to do this, bro. Because I will destroy you on here. This shit will change.
No, you won't.
This shit will change. I already got you, bro.
Let's keep it boxing.
You too small for me, dog. You too small for me.
I'm just, setting the record.
Coming on here disrespecting a lie. Come on,
bro. Boxing. We doing good, man. Boxing.
All right. I'm just
man. Boxing. I don't care what she is. I don't give a fuck what she is. You brought her into it. That's your mistake. You fucking bag. That's your mistake. That's your mistake. On the videos you've been making on me, you fucking man fan. You want to get real? Then let's get it real, bro. Nobody's ducking you now, right? That bullshit.
Hey,
what's up? What's up then? What's up? You ain't pull up, nigga. You try to snuff me and you miss. You fucking yam bag.
Like I ain't gonna do this in China, bro. I'm just got
bye, peace. You disrespected Punch. You're a piece of shit.
Guys, I want. Damn, I lost my train of thought.
My bad. I had to say that. So, but anyways, back to what we're saying.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to touch on, maybe it'll help jog the memory, is I don't really think it's so much of a race thing, because I mean, there's rumors going around right now, but supposedly the Charlos sold over 100K in the pay-per-views, and I think for the most part, people should be happy for them. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of the Charlos, but I'm happy for them because that means there's more star power out there. That's what we need.
This is what I was gonna say. My fault. This is what I was gonna say. We know the baddest man of the planet, Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah. Right.
But even when he was young in his prime, and he was in Arsenio Hall show, and Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson was there, and they asked him about Muhammad Ali. How did Mike Tyson reply?
Respect. Nothing but respect.
Humble. He was very humble.
Mm-hmm.
When he was, and we already know that Mike Tyson could talk better than anybody, and when he talks, people listen, even when he's talking trash. Then we saw the clip when in his podcast. That's my favorite podcast, by the way, man. Hot Box with How did he show his emotions when Sugar Ray Leonard was with him?
Oh man, can I do this? Can I do this, Punch?
Go ahead.
He said, because I'm sitting right next to a king. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting next to Sugar Ray Leonard. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? You're a legend. You're a fucking legend. I love you so much. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever hear Mike talk about Sonny Liston before, bro?
Yeah, bro. Yo, did you guys catch the one? Did you guys catch the one with him and LL Cool J when they went into boxing history? Woo!
Nah. Oh, he had LL on there too.
But look at this when and this is what it is, man. When we talk about racism, a white man helped out Floyd Mayweather. A white man helped out Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I see that story about Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Yeah, that's right.
Too.
Yeah.
Floyd what?
He was almost homeless because his dad was in prison and Uncle Roger didn't want him. So I guess I don't know if he was the strength and condition coach, but he did something with the athletes. So Floyd lived with them.
Yeah.
He lived with them. So he took Floyd in. So I did see that part. I didn't know nothing about that. I was like, oh shit.
And let's not forget that Emmanuel Stewart brought in Andy Lee to live with him for a couple years.
I'll tell you, man. Man, boxing is beautiful, man. Boxing is beautiful.
Man, it is.
Man, Floyd, you know what Floyd needs to do, bro? He needs to go watch Brian's Song again with James Caan. That's what he needs to do. If you've never seen the movie Brian's Song with James Caan about Gale Sayers, they're all running back for the Bears. Go watch it. Do yourself a favor.
Now, I do think that maybe, man, genuinely getting closer to a higher power like God. I think probably that will humble him just a little. It will bring him down, man. Because if you could do it with a guy like if it could happen with Mike Tyson, bro, man. Yeah.
I wanna say two things since I've been quiet for the most part, man. Because you know how I get on these subjects, Punch. I kind of lose my shit, so I try to like remain on standby, you know. But anywho, when it comes to, first of all, let me just address. So there's some people, you know, talking mad shit in the chat. You know, the link's been out there. Like if you want to talk, hop on. You know, don't be a beta male. Hop on. Otherwise, then you know, if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. Secondly, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask y'all opinion and hate to change the subject, but as far as the fight that you guys seen yesterday with Baranchik and Cespedes, right? Like, how do you rate that? Because I heard a lot of people saying, yo, best fight in the last decade, best fight in this century, best fight that they've seen with their eyes since they've been watching. Like, but I've seen a lot of fights too. You know, I know that it was a good fight, and definitely they probably put up a new record with 8, which should have been 9 knockdowns in the fight in 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But where do you guys rank that?
I rank it best fight. I mean, I don't think that when people are just knocking each other down like that and getting back up, it's like, where's the defense? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's good for a highlight reel. You know what I'm saying? A good yearly recap, you know, clip. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know? But at the end of the day, that's what fans respect, because people want to watch a fight. Yeah, it's boxing, but people love fighting. That's why they watch it. So
I mean, the KO was beautiful, right? But I mean, like the rest of the fight was like, damn. How many times they gonna drop each other? You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, damn.
Oh, we talking
but my bad. Go ahead, y'all.
But guys, I got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I gotta be out.
Okay, I really appreciate
all y'all.
And if anybody else and if anybody else is going live, let it be known right now. Then you already know, man. Everybody in the chat goes to that live. Y'all want to keep this conversation, but
this is a good conversation because not a lot of people have these type of conversations. And it's cool that everyone's jumping on and giving their opinions and their thoughts. I mean, maybe in a year or 2, we can all be cool. You know what I mean? We won't be on these crazy debates back and forth over racism and all that. But this is a real good topic. I appreciate all y'all, even you, Jay Cotto. All right.
Yeah, we'll talk. All
right. So, yo, I'm about to be out, man.
All right.
Love y'all, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you in the panel. Everybody in the comment box. Everybody, yo, y'all already know. Y'all want to hit me up on a direct chat? Y'all already know where to hit me up.
I appreciate you having me on, bro. Peace, everybody, bro.
Yo, hold on. Before we leave, I want to say a quick prayer. All right.
Go ahead.
Lord, please protect our yam bags. All right, guys. Peace, guys. All right, guys. God bless. I'll see you.
God bless.
Hashtag yam bags.
God bless.